opinions change, people grow, and, that's life. Now, a few weeks ago, I received, well, I didn't receive really, but a member came up on my Facebook thing, and it was when I first started this channel, and I was talking about my my favorite films. All, like, not all, but my top 100 favorites. I had to divide it up into four different pieces because at the time I was brand new to YouTube, and they wouldn't accept anything over 15 minutes. And my video chronicling my 100 favorites, yeah, 40 minutes. But I feel like doing it again, like not doing all 100, but just doing a top 10 because as I said, opinions change. Really, there's only one thing that's different about this list as opposed to my previous one, and that is really one entry. I've been thinking, since opinions do change so often, I might as well do this one annually if it ever changes. So yeah, let's get right into it. My top 10 favorite films ever. Number 10 is my favorite silent film, which is Harold Lloyd's Safety Last. Now, I could have just easily have dismissed Safety Last, but it's a silent film. I felt like making my list pretty diverse, and this one is my favorite silent film. So yeah, why not? Number 9 is my favorite foreign language film, for non-English language speaking film, which is The Bicycle Thieves from Italy. Yep, simple but very shattering. Number 8, sorry, is a life-changing film for me in terms of me wanting to get fully into the arts. The film that made me want to really get into acting. And a film that is just simply entertaining and can change anyone's life, I think. And that is American History X. Edward Norton's performance, my favorite of all time. And here's the change from last year's list to this year's list. Number 7 is The Searchers. Now, yeah, I've grown to love The Searchers even more and more, if you can believe that, but not this, my most recent watch, but my watch before that. I was able to see so much more symbolism and meaning behind so many things. The subtext in this film it's just unreal. This is like, okay, Martin Scorsese and Orson Welles, like, this is at that caliber of Scorsese's best and Welles' best in terms of the symbolism and the meaning behind each shot. Number 6 is Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King, which I think is the best sequel ever made. And with all these sequels and reboots coming out these days and CGI that's all clad, Return of the King is simply the best. I've not seen a film better than Return of the King since 2003. So, bit of a spoiler. Many of the films on this list are older than Return of the King. Number 5 is North by Northwest, which is the most exciting film I've ever seen. Okay, you may remember in my previous list that I included Psycho in it. I felt like excluding Psycho this time because I like North by Northwest more, and I wanted to just include one thing, like per director, not really per genre, but per director. Give it a little bit more diversity. Number 4 is what I think is the most enchanting film ever made, the most enjoyable film ever made, which is Casablanca. No, this is not an overrated film. It's not a popularity sort of answer. It is. I just love it for all the right reasons. Number 3 is Pulp Fiction. Who does love Pulp Fiction? If you don't like Pulp Fiction, you're wrong. Number 2 is Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind is probably the most, it's probably my personal favorite film that I've seen. Just out of sheer entertainment, because I mean, like, there's so much Jerry Springer stuff in this, but it's also very fancy and elegant and deep with everything. I'm all like, yeah, all right. Yeah, I love Victor Fleming and the way he is able to make such a great film. And finally, number one is a film that I may always regard as being the best ever, which is Citizen Kane. No film in the history of cinema has ever been better directed than this. If I could, I would deliver a seminar, like a 3 or 4 hour long thing, explaining each shot of Citizen Kane and the depth behind it all. Yeah, if I did like Citizen Kane and the Searchers and Raging Bull, which is an honorable mention, Raging Bull. If I did seminars on those, it'd be awesome as hell. So yep, there you go for now. Those were my top 10 favorite films by Movie Man Dan. And yep, stay tuned next time.